Welcome to Ash J's Wrestling Review. Yes, it has been quite some time, and well, we're here with another wrestling review. We've got three figures. You've probably seen in the thumbnail what they are, so yeah, it is what it is. To the new people that may be watching this, welcome. To people who are subscribed and this is a new video that has come up in your sub box, welcome back. As always, we're reviewing wrestling figures, and today is no different. Starting off with this bad boy right here, accompanied by this SOB right here, and then finally something that's going to sting you real good, that right there. So two that are kind of similar. They have a very Americana attire. But then we've got Stone Cold, the Best of Attitude Era figure, which is the most recent one I picked up. So yeah, those are the figures that we are going to be looking at today. So, without further ado, you already know, let's get stuck into the review. And here we go, on to the second part of the review. It is taking a look at the figures in their respective packaging. Now, before I go any further, I'm just going to point out that, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually recording this on a new camera. So, hopefully this video will either be a lot better than everything I've done previously, or it'll probably just be much of the same. But either way, any feedback would be appreciated. But most importantly, enjoy the video. So anyway, yeah, let's take a look at the first figure here in packaging. It's the Best of the Attitude Era, Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's the price you can see I paid for it. Now, what you get with this figure, for the very first time ever, you're getting a blue strap Attitude Era Championship belt. Also, you've got the hat, the microphone, the chain necklace, and of course the cloth shirt. So very, very cool. Taking a look at the side of the packaging, you can get a look at Austin's face on the side and back there. Feel free to pause the video if you would like to read the little detail on the back there. I'm not going to do it, so you can if you like. Either way, we're taking a look at the second figure here. It is the Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah! So, as you can see, this Macho Man is in some pretty cool packaging. However, this cool packaging has suggested that this guy should sell for a little bit more. Don't know if I agree with that, but either way, he's in this kind of old school retro gaming arcade cabinet. And I must admit, it does look very cool, but once again, you know, to pay a little bit more for the price of getting a slightly better box, that's not really something I'm interested in. But whatever, it's Macho Man, had to have it. There you see it. And then, of course, just something else I want to point out. It's got a little window on the top there where you can look into the top of the box. Pretty pointless if you ask me, but either way, yeah, that's the Macho Man. He comes with the rubber shirt. Yeah, right there. Yeah, rubber shirt, glasses, and a hat. So, yeah. And then finally, on to the man they call Sting. This is the defining moments, well, one of the very last defining moments figures, because they don't actually do this series anymore. Yeah, and as you can see, these boxes are quite bulky in comparison to the other two I just showed you. So we'll flip Sting on an angle there. There you can see it. Really cool jacket, very heavily detailed. And if I can show you also on the back there too, you can see a bit more of it. But don't worry, we're going to crack him out of the package soon. So yeah, that's Sting in his packaging. And of course, how we'll be getting these things out of the packaging, you ask? Well, you probably didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's with this thing right here, trusty Swiss Army knife. So yes, without further ado, let's get these figures up out of the packaging. Okay, so starting off with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Putting the belt around his waist and kind of posing him here. This is pretty much the figure that you get. I think the hat fits really nice and snug on him. I'll just bring him a little bit closer so you can see. Hopefully my camera will focus. There we go. Much better. So yes, the hat that you get with it has like that the skull with the red eyes on it. Nothing really else on it. You got the little cutout part on the back there, which is a nice little bit of detail. And yeah, so there is also the microphone, which you get with that scratch logo from the Attitude Era. So that fits perfect. The chain necklace is pretty much exactly what you'd expect. It's a chain necklace. Yeah, but of course the real big draw for a lot of people buying this is of course the belt. So the blue strap belt, that this is the only way you can get it, is with this figure. It looks really good, and I like it. Now, for the sake of seeing Stone Cold without the shirt, we're going to be doing that. So let's basically strip him of all of his accessories, like so. We'll keep the chain necklace on, why not? And take the belt off there, and then we're going to get this shirt off. So, as you can see, it has the Velcro strap at the back, and there we go. Okay. My one's a little loose at the joint there, but you know what? It's not really a big deal to me. Still posable. And there he is, the Texas Rattlesnake. Very, very cool. I'll let you get a look at him in one shot there. There we go. Perfect. So there we go. That's Stone Cold Steve Austin, Best of Attitude Era. Very, very happy with this figure. I will be giving my rating at the end of the review once I have all the figures lined up together, so stay tuned for that. Okay, and now on to the Macho Man Randy Savage. The first impression I can tell you is getting this guy out of the box was very, very difficult. And unlike Stone Cold Steve Austin, as you can just tell there, the hat doesn't necessarily fit as snug. Yeah, it keeps popping off for some reason. I'm pretty sure it's meant to sit like that. Like, that's the right way, right? Well, yeah, this Macho Man Randy Savage, here he is in his entirety. You can see USA on the boots and then the stars on the inside there. Loving this red, white, and blue Savage. Looks so good. Up close, you can see the glasses. I'll take off the hat and show you that. So here we go. Mine actually came a little bit crooked in the back there, but yeah. This figure wasn't easy to get out of the package, but I managed to do it without destroying said package. So yeah, and there he is. I'm really glad that they've gone back to this old head scan as opposed to the new one that they've used, which I don't know if you can kind of see on this guy right here. Yeah, this old head scan is something that I definitely prefer. It just looks a lot better in my opinion. So here we go, taking the glasses off. This is the Macho Man Randy Savage. So yeah, love, love, love this head scan. Or head sculpt, whichever you prefer to call it. And yeah, so here he is with this rubber shirt. Now this rubber shirt is actually very similar to an Elite Macho Man. I forget which series this one is from, but I've got it here to show you in comparison. Right here, you can see they're pretty much near identical. You know, the exact same accessories. The only extra thing being is this, what's it called? This knee pad right here. But pretty much the exact same type of rubber shirt with that type of tassel sleeve looking thing going on. And yeah, and they both, yeah, connect the exact same way. The hats pretty much just painted differently, and, you know, exact same glasses, just with a different paint job on them as well. So yeah, very, very similar, but I do say that the Macho Man I have here, this new one, it's definitely, the colors are a lot more appealing on this one. But then again, I am a huge Macho Man Randy Savage fan. I would say that he is definitely, absolutely 100% my favorite wrestler of all time. So if Mattel release a figure of him, then best believe that I am going to have him. And this guy here, he actually completes my entire Macho Man Randy Savage collection to date. So very, very pleased to have this in my hands. Yeah, let's get this this rubber jacket off, although I'm sure this is probably going to be a death sentence because it is so hard to put these things back on. To clip up in the back there, but yeah. So, for the sake of it, let's see him in his actual full wrestling attire, taking off all the entrance gear. There you go. There is the buff body of Macho Man Randy Savage. Pretty much standard, you know. What else could you expect? So yeah, that's Macho Man Randy Savage. I like the figure, but yeah, it's Macho Man Randy Savage. I don't really know what else to tell you. Just happy to have it. Let's move on to the third and final figure, Sting. Okay, and here we have Sting, the defining moment Sting in this absolutely very patriotic attire. Here we go. As you can see, with these rubber jackets, there is absolutely no way that you can pose the figures in them apart from like what you see here. So yeah, it is what it is. Those are that's the back of the jacket, I should say. You've got some stars, some shooting stars. You've got some more stars there, some more stars there, some stars on the front. But what I really love is this kind of like spirally silver, red, white, and silver, I should say, spirally pattern. It looks really cool, and it definitely adds to the jacket, as well as you can see there's like some shoulder tassels things going on up here. Yeah, let's go with that. He's got a little bit of a mullet going on, so very 80s, especially with that bleach blonde hair. And there you can see the man up close. Get a look at that face paint. You know, at first when I saw this figure, when it got announced originally, I just didn't think all that much of it, and I just didn't really see the interest in having it as part of my collection. Especially now that I already have 2 Sting figures, but this will make 3, and I can tell you, I'm happy with that. So, getting a look at the side of the tights there is the Scorpion in red and white. Nothing on the other side there, nothing really on the back, and the boots are all white. I do know there's 2 types of boots you can get. So there's a variant where basically it has like just boots without the laces, which I think are the accurate boots that he wore when he wore this attire, whereas these are not. But honestly, it's all white. You don't really notice all that much. Now, as always, let's get this jacket off, as we have done with all the other clothing accessories for the other figures. And it does not look like it is going to be easy. These rubber jackets, I swear, they are something else. Let me just take it off camera here for a second.
2 hours later.
Whew, finally got him out of that jacket. Now, when it comes to his arms, these are actually the closest I can have them by his side going in. They won't really go in any further, and I don't want to force it because that could break and completely loosen the joints forever, and that would not be good for a figure I just took out of the packaging. So I'm not going to really risk it here, but yeah, as you can see, there he is. The head nice and firm, as well as the ab crunch is solid, but these arms, that is the closest I can get them to go in. So yeah, I think I've got another Sting that has pretty much the exact same body mold similar to this. And yeah, he has this exact same problem. The arms don't really quite go in. But hey, that's okay. It's not too bad. So yeah, once again, that is Sting. Now, time to put all these figures together, which we've had a look at, and give you a final review score. Stick around. Okay, so here are the 3 figures we just had a look at. Now time to give the final review score. Before I do so, I've actually taken Sting's jacket and I've put it on Macho Man, and I think it goes a hell of a lot better with the attire as opposed to just this little rubber t-shirt, which I'm not really a fan of. So with the jacket, makes it look absolutely amazing. So sorry Sting, you've lost your jacket to the Macho Man Randy Savage. Anyway, as for this Austin right here, really love this figure. I'm pretty happy with the price that I picked it up for too. Could have been a lot more, but for $45, I think it's actually it's pretty reasonable. Now, I like the accessories too you get with it. You've got the microphone, as I said. You've got the hat, the chain necklace, the belt, which is the most important thing, I believe. And then, of course, this Stone Cold SCU University. Stone Cold University singlet cloth shirt. Very, very nice. This figure, in my opinion, it's getting a 10. It's a 10, this figure. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I have another Stone Cold figure in his wrestling attire, and now I have this one in his like casual promo attire, if you will. So yeah, perfect 10 for Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now taking a look at the second Macho Man. As I said, not really a fan of that shirt, and even though this jacket, it's not really posable, because it's always just within this like stiff pose which has their arms spread out revealing the tassels. I don't really mind. I think it actually goes well with the figure. But, you know, we're reviewing the figure just based on what it is. And, you know, even without the jacket, I think it still is a great figure. Like I said, it's a must-have for my collection. What does this figure get, though? I'm actually going to give it an 8.5. So, Macho Man, 8.5. Love it. Love the patriotic attire. I think there's so many more Macho Man, you know, ring attires that can be done. and I cannot wait to collect them all. So that is the Macho Man Randy Savage with an 8.5. And then, of course, we have Sting. So that is his jacket he's wearing. Look, I'll be honest, this Sting I really love, like the little ponytail there at the back of his hair. I love the face paint. This just looks so amazing. You know, the body, despite not being able to put the arms completely by his sides, that doesn't really bother me all that much. And just the tights, you know, it's simple, it's clean, it's patriotic Sting. And there you have the boots. Also, I forgot to point out that they have black bottoms on them. So, yeah, that's Sting. What does Sting get? Sting is getting a 9. Yes, that's right, you heard it correctly. This guy is getting a 9. So, to recap, we have Stone Cold Steve Austin. He is a perfect 10. He is a Ty Dillinger right now. Macho Man Randy Savage, as much as I love the Macho Man, even looking at it through rose-tinted glasses, I'm going to have to be honest and say it's an 8.5. You know, not really a fan of the overpriced packaging. Although it does look nice, like I said, I would much rather have any old boring packaging if it meant just getting the figure at a cheaper price, because I'm all about taking these things up out of the box. I don't really understand people who only collect mint on card. That to me just seems absolutely stupid. But anyway, that's a rant saved for another time. And then of course, yeah, like I said, Sting, he's getting a 9. And, you know, it's not a perfect figure, quite like Stone Cold, I believe, but I would say that this Sting is just nicely detailed enough. And like I said, the ring attire, it's crisp, it's crisp, it's clean, and you know, it's a really nice figure. It's a shame they're not going to be doing the Defining Moment series anymore, but yeah, it's still a really good figure. So the must-have here is Stone Cold Steve Austin with that Stone Cold University top, the blue strap belt. That's been the review, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm not too sure how long this has been going for. I'm sure it's going to be well over 10 minutes. Usually most of my reviews, especially when it's 3 figures like this, they are. But anyway, yeah, I'm not going to ramble anymore. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. If you do want to see more of these videos, please make sure to like and comment, giving me any type of feedback whatsoever, because, you know, that's what motivates me to keep going, is knowing that there's someone out there watching this. As much as I do enjoy recording these things, it's nice to know that they are appreciated somewhere. Also, too, before I go, I just want to point out, I've got an Instagram. That's right, I've got an Instagram dedicated to anything WWE figure related. It is Aussie, spelled OZZIE _ WWE _ fig, spelled FIG, and then _ fan, and then fan obviously FAN. Make sure to check it out, because I'm pretty much posting nearly every single day. And, you know, I'm also showing some pickups that I've got there. So if you want to get the hot scoop on the figures that I'm looking at, collecting, even some cool action shots, that is the place to go. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Go follow my Instagram. Feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Ooh, yeah!